I feel like Tay, he really like
Tay Savage
pushing the shit. He never did it. That's why I keep saying allegedly. You allegedly did it. You never did it.
Right.
But like it wouldn't be no killing without killing.
Right.
What happened to Welch for you to do that?
I got my favorite snack with me. I'm feeling great. Got my favorite snack with me.
I'm gonna have that on YouTube.
You see that? That's my favorite snack, boy. Y'all know what the f going on.
Mr. Timberlake, what happened upstairs? Why wouldn't you stop fighting when I told you to?
Fight?
Yeah. Okay, do you want protective custody? Do you wish to press charges? Do you wish to press charges against Mr. Bird? On inmate Bird. Okay, that's great. Thank you, sir.
From getting shanked, wet up, to beating body after body before getting locked. Bro seen and done it all. Let's get into it, gang. Dwayne Timberlake, aka Tay Savage, started off life in Chicago with a decent upbringing. As a jit, he wasn't wildin' light in his later years, but being around the street lifestyle was nothing new to him. In fact, that lifestyle stole many years away from him and his pops, leaving his moms to hold things down while his pops was behind bars until Tay Savage was 12 years old.
Did you have your mom and your dad in your life?
Yeah. My pops was locked up most of the time. Till I was like 12. He came home when I was 12 years old.
Everything was going fine. Tay was in school and everything, but as he started getting older, the lure of the street started taking root and there was a change in who he was. The Savage started to be born, and his moms realized the change and sent him to stay with his grandma to try to curb where he was headed.
My pops was locked up most of my life, but my OG really was holding it down, you feel me? She had moved out to the burbs, so, you know what I'm saying? I really was decent, you know what I'm saying? It wasn't really no problem. Then I started kind of getting out of hand, you feel me? So she sent me with my granddaddy or whatever.
His uncle would try to talk to him, telling him to make use of the opportunities he had. But Tay Savage slowly became a product of his environment.
My uncle, he used to be like, man, you know, be happy you out here, you feel me, you know what I'm saying? Cause, man, you know what I'm saying? Like, cause he was older, so he like, man, this is opportunity, man, watch it, damn. So it wasn't like I was like over thirsty to get back, but you know, all my people was there too, so, you know what I'm saying? So I always, you know, visit or whatever. Like I go, cause my grandma stayed in the city too though. She stayed on one part of the city, my granny stayed on the other part.
Tay just kept turning more and more into a troublemaker. He went from a decent life to being a bad kid and always getting into something that he shouldn't.
So how would you describe yourself as a kid?
Bad, terrible. I was always into something. You know what I'm saying? Busybody, you just gotta do something, gotta touch something.
Yeah.
Good hard though. Good hard, just.
Sure.
Sure enough, it didn't take long before Tay Savage made his debut in the gang lifestyle, around 14 years old when he jumped off the porch.
So at what point would you say you ultimately decided to jump off the porch?
Jump off the porch. I think when I jumped on the porch, I was like 14.
It was like he loved the adrenaline that lifestyle made him feel. Hanging around the older folks and them, Tay started with smaller criminal activities like stealing cars and going on high-speed chases with the cops before upgrading into more serious crimes that ultimately stole his freedom and brung him close to losing his life.
Cause I was younger, but I always hung with older people.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So they was stealing cars. They used to be stealing like the 99 Toyota Camrys. It was easy for them to steal it somehow. They knew how to. So we was stealing them, riding them, looking for high speeds with the police. You know what I'm saying? So I'd say that's probably what it was.
From then on, things just escalated further and further. Tay Savage's name started buzzing in the streets as someone to fear. He got that alias from the streets itself when they saw the type of timing he was on.
First thing I want to ask you though is like about your name and like, is that a name somebody gave you or where you get the name from?
Yeah, really just the streets. The streets is the Tay. That came from my OG. You feel me then?
Everyone knew he was with the smoke and ready to get into something. Whatever he wanted, he took. So around 2012, he got the nickname, the Chirac Bully. But he ain't one of them bullies that looks for the weak person to get on. Nah, Tay Savage wanted to smoke with any and everyone.
Bully like you prey on the weak, you feel me? I'll be on everybody, whoever. Son,
And then when do you become, as they call you, the bully?
the bully. I became a bully, like they started calling me that in like 2013, 2012, 2013.
Yeah. And why was that? What were you doing around that time?
Shit, it's really just having our ways. Whatever we want to do, that's what, you know, whatever we wanted, whatever, we just having my way.
Tay Savage had an infatuation for guns since a youngin', and over time it only grew more on him until he got to busting them behind anyone disrespecting his gang. Welch World. Bro was the real McCoy. The streets was like a drug that he loved being addicted to. The life was in his DNA that runs through his family. So to him, it came naturally.
Truthfully, what I can say, bro, I just feel like the shit is really like, it's just in me. Like, my old man, any motherfucker that know him, you know, he man, my son, my granddaddy, you feel me? Like, it's just for real, like, it's just in me. You know what I'm saying? That's what, like, a lot of motherfuckers, like, they do drugs and shit, you know what I'm saying? Like they like to get high. But that shit be like my drug. You feel me? It's like, that's what I like.
But you know how it goes.
August right
you
now,
might be
so
a stepper,
August.
but other steppers gonna step too.
It's not March
The
yet.
thing with Tay though, he'll step right back. And that's what allegedly been the case with events that transpired along
How
his
long
life.
did you actually do in jail?
Around 2011,
eight years and
bro
nine
was
months.
charged with 2
Connected.
attempted murder
And I had
cases
attempts
and beat
before
them
that.
both
I had
in
2 attempts
2012.
I did 18 months on that. I had 2 attempts. I beat them in 20. I got locked up in 2011. I beat them in 2012.
But Tay had that dog in him and wasn't about to leave the streets alone. The next year would come around and that's where things started turning up even more. By then, Tay already had battle scars from the streets. He was shanked and shot 2 times before. Even had it out with the late Chirac gravedigger 051 Melly, where a bullet grazed his nose.
I had be 2 attempts, come home, and man, so many motherfuckers they call it to my ear. Melly saying this, Melly saying that, Melly saying then catch you, Melly. Wow, I don't love. So, man, one day we in a club. I run into Moto. You feel me? We got Reese with us. And now we not knowing that this like Hottie Day or some shit. You feel me? We in deja vu. So, so we see Moto locked up with Moto. You feel me? So, you know, we rotate with him and shit. He, man, who Reese here with? He here with us. So, you know, we on his ass, son, man. Hey, you feel me? Here with us, duh. So we kind of have words with him. Matter of fact, what Melly at anyway, man? I'm saying he ain't about this nigga Melly, man. He with you? So folks around, watch the bell, my check it. Tell him I'm out here though, duh. Long story short, man, after that, man, it go left, you feel me? I get skinned in the nose, you feel me?
Thursday, May 13th, 2010, it was Tay Savage's mother's birthday. He was outside kicking it with the homies when they got into an altercation with some other cats. One thing led to the next, and next thing you know, gats started busting. Tay was hit twice, 1 in the arm and 1 in the stomach.
So 4 times on 3 different occasions.
Yeah, I got shot twice the last time. I got shot in my stomach and my arm. I got shot in my knee and my foot.
Yeah. And this is all, I mean, you're all outside just chilling.
Yeah.
And I mean, you just weren't paying attention?
Shit, we was outside chilling, some little words broke out, you know what I'm saying? We having words with some people. And, you know, one thing led to another, shots rang out. I wound up getting shot.
It was bad. Tay went into shock and was passing in and out of consciousness until doctors put him under and began operating to try to save his life.
So, you know, what was your mental state like when you had got shot? Like you, was it a point in time like where you didn't know if you was gonna make it or not?
Hell yeah, shit, right then and now. I got shot in my stomach, but I ain't shit.
Tay was in critical condition, but he was a fighter and pulled through. Unfortunately, he might have been on the med physically, but mentally, he was about to take a deep blow. May 15, 2010, Just 2 days later, while he's still in the hospital trying to fight for his life, his best friend, Anthony Ray Welch, was murked.
I think it was Welch. When Welch had got killed, you was with him?
No, I was in the hospital. I got shot May 13th on my mom's birthday. If you didn't, he got killed May 15th, 2 days later.
News reports state that the shooting happened about 7 p.m. near East 40th Street and South King Drive. 19-year-old Welch was shot in the chest and another male victim was shot in the leg. That loss of his best friend turned Tay's heart cold. It was the turning point where he started only seeing red. Consumed with anger, he was ready to be on demon time on the ops that took his bro's life.
Yeah, I was angry, yo. Angry. Furious.
And you and Welch were like best friends?
Yeah. Yeah.
And you also said when Welch died, that's when you turned up all the way.
Yep. Yeah, that's when I really turned up, like, yeah. Because at the same time, this is a guy that we had nothing together, you know what I'm saying? We shared pizza puff meals, slept, you know what I'm saying, in the same bed, you know, ate off the same cup, whatever, everything, you know what I'm saying? So this is my dog, my right-hand man. Mm-hmm. So, yeah, that's basic shit. When he died, I just, more so, I just, like, didn't really care about nothing. You know what I'm saying? It just turned me up as fire. It turned me up as fire, like, turned my heart like cold type thing.
The gang that Tay repped, a black disciple set that went by the name So Icy Gang, changed their name to Welch World in honor of their fallen homie. They rocked the signature hats with the W on top while throwing up the W. Tay was on get back timing, and when he got out and recovered, it's alleged he went on the hunt for those who were responsible. And the story on the streets is that those two people were a woman by the name of Cess and a dude by the name of Neef, both who were allegedly from rival gang the Av 037, which is a GD set from a bigger op gang 757. Cess was the alleged driver of the whip that the alleged shooter Neef was in that murked Welch. She was also the Chicago rapper Blazing Doll's mom. She was a little youngin' at the time.
This Cess, man. That's all I'm gonna say. I give a shout out to everybody from 30 motherfucking film, low end motherfucking production, straight like that, my niggas and the Iggies. Yeah, these my niggas, motherfucker.
Reports state that on Saturday, February 25th, 2011, at approximately 2:08 a.m. in the 2600 block of East 75th Street, a shooter on foot approached Princess Cole Streeter, aka Cess, after she stepped out from her car, opened fire, then fled the scene. She succumbed to her injuries 3 hours later at Northwestern Memorial Hospital. Streeter's sister was reported to be with her during the attack, but was not harmed. One body was dropped, the next wouldn't be long after. Reports state that on April 10, 2011, on 74th Street and Vincennes Avenue, 22-year-old Christopher Daniels, aka Neef, was stopped at a traffic light when a shooter got out of the vehicle in front of him and allegedly opened fire. Neef threw his car into reverse to try and get away, but the shooter chased the vehicle on foot and kept shooting until the car crashed into a parked car. The shooter allegedly kept shooting at the vehicle after the crash and fatally wounded Neef. According to the Cook County Medical Examiner's Office, Neef of the 6200 block of South Perry Avenue was pronounced dead at Northwestern Memorial Hospital. Two of the alleged persons whose names were buzzing as being responsible for Welch's passing was now in the afterlife, and the fingers of their friends and loved ones all pointed to Tay Savage being the trigger man. Tay would at some point repost Blazing Doll's music to his social media, prompting a question in a later interview he did about why he shared her music, and his response was, "It's the least I could do."
One of the murders you had beat with the Cess shit, her daughter, a rapper, And you had reposted her music. Was there like a reason behind that?
Yeah, I just shit on the supporter. I feel like that's the least I could do. Shit.
To many, this made it seem like he did murk her mom. Mix that with J Mane coming out and saying that the word on the street is that Tay did catch the body.
Y'all call him Tay Savage, bro. I call him John Wick. Let's start there. The situation with him allegedly killing Blazing Dog Mama, I know he killed that girl mama. He shot at me, it hit different. What you talking about? So in my opinion,
is this considered snitching or nah?
Yes, this is snitching, yes. Now Tay Savage, after he get out the hospital or whatever the case is, revive himself, the story in Chicago is that Tay Savage doubled back and end up killing the nigga who killed Welch and shot him. But before he did that, bro, he killed that girl mama for driving that car that pulled up on him, bro. But now Tay Savage sharing the mama music, bro. It hit different when you sharing the daughter music. Talking about that's the least I could do. Knowing that you was just on trial for killing this girl mama. That's bogus, bro. That's bogus, bro.
Life continued, and it appeared the suspect got away with the deed. But the law wasn't going to let that slide and came knocking at none other than Tay Savage's door for the crime. But they did it slick. Still on parole for about 2 months from his last run-ins with the law, his PO hit him up to see him. Thinking it's probably that he was getting off parole early, Tay Savage complied. But when he got to the crib, the police snatched him up and took him to the station, then to the county. That's when he eventually learned he was being charged with carjacking and armed robbery.
So my PO called me. I was on parole at the time. My PO called me like, man, I need to see you. I had like a month or two left of parole, you feel me? So I'm thinking, he probably gonna take me off early. So I go there, boom, go to the crib. They run in the crib, lock me up to all type of investigations and shit. So I get to the police station, 51st. They don't ask me shit, they don't tell me shit, they don't say shit. Next day, I go to the county. So now I'm learning I'm locked up for that, walk the bam, carjacking, So I'm like, all right, cool, I'm gonna bond out. So now I'm in the county like, oh yeah, I'm finna bond. I had a parole hold though, but once the parole was over, I was finna come home. They come, snatch me up. In the county, what they call that shit? Something. Outside agencies want to talk to you. I'm like, outside agencies, what is that, child support or something? We don't know. They go out there, it's homicide. They to my body and shit. They snatch me up.
That was around October 17, 2013. His bond was set at $325K. But as Tay was about to bond out, they hit him with the murder charge for Cess. His lawyer, Frank Hamill, told him the case they had was weak, so don't sweat it. So Tay was cool and not worrying about it. But then a month or 2 months later, bam, they dropped another murder charge on his head top. This one was for Neef. So bro was fighting 2 bodies and a robbery charge at the same time.
So now I'm in the county like, oh yeah, I'm finna bond. I had a parole hold though, but once the parole was over, I was finna come home. They come, snatch me up. In the county, what they call that shit? Something. Outside agencies want to talk to you. I'm like, outside agencies, what is that, child support or something? We don't know. They go out there, it's homicide. They to my body and shit. They snatch me up. Boom. Charge me. So Frank come, he looking over, oh yeah, this shit, we finna demand speedy trial on this. Like, damn, just chill, man, relax, don't get in no trouble. All right, check. We demand speedy trial. Boom, like a month or two later, they come put Neef shit on me. First they put Cess and they put Neef shit on me.
Things got sticky for Tay Savage. Cess and Neef's people were pointing him out as the shooter. In court documents that appeared online, it states that someone that was in the vehicle with Tay told investigators what went down, saying that they spotted Cess in the vehicle and followed her from a club located at 87th Street to a club on East 75th Street. Once Cess parked her vehicle, Tay and them hopped out their whip, and his homie said he fired 2 shots before Tay walked down on Cess, stood over her, and said, "I told you, bitch," as he fired multiple shots into her body. The other person who was with Tay went on to allegedly confirm, according to the documents, that Cess was the one driving when Welch was murked and that she chased him down. Things were looking grim for the Chirac bully, but his lawyer was one of the best defense lawyers in Chicago, and he was good at what he did. Soon, other eyewitnesses at the scenes of both crimes came forward to say the shooter had on a mask. Not only that, some of the first eyewitnesses started changing their statements, so it began contradicting what Cess and Neef's people were saying, that they saw the shooter's face.
What they was trying to say, bam, she was at a party or something, and then she was at Mr. G's, and then motherfuckers supposed to followed her from Mr. G's, and then yeah, she pulled up to the parking lot. She's supposed to say she had to pee or whatever, watch the bam. Whoever got down on her, they got down on her, whatever they supposed to did. Boom, but how I beat it was, cause all of them was getting down. Her sisters, all they was saying they did it, but whoever did it had a mask on, you feel me? Whoever smoked out had a mask on, and then it was a security guard that was working at the little club thing or whatever, and he was basically like, man, I seen the guy who did it, watch the bam. He said that she said before she died, her baby daddy killed her. You know what I'm saying? So that's a dying declaration saying another motherfucker killed her, and this the guy that called this the 911 call and everything. So you know he was kind of credible. And they asked like, man, do you see the guy who did it? He looked around. No, I don't see him. I see the guy all the time. So that was one of the main reasons I beat that motherfucker.
So why did they even put your name in it? Like, was it another witness? Like, there was multiple witnesses
Man, it was
saying
all
different
they
things?
all they ever saying. Every person that was with her, they was saying, say I did it. But okay, how the fuck is you saying I did it if whoever did it had a mask on? Now the original statement, you saying, man, somebody came out, they had a mask. Now you doubling back weeks later, days later, oh no, it was Tay, I know it's Tay, cause I know it's eyes, or they was saying all type of shit. But Frank was eating their ass up. One bitch tried to say, I think the sister or cousin or some shit, she was trying to say like, she knew it was me from the jump. But in her police report, she said, yeah, as soon as I left, I called my brother and I told my brother somebody shot Cess. If you knew it was from the jump, if you knew it was Tay from the jump, why you saying somebody? You would have said Tay shot Cess. You see what I'm saying? So Frank was eating their ass apart, I ain't gonna lie to you.
So the other murder you had got charged with, like, was it like a similar situation where it's like just word of mouth or witnesses, or like what made them implicate you on that?
So with Neef shit, so basically, everybody he was with pointed me out. Everybody he was with pointed me out in the police station and shit. Said that I did it. Similar situation, whoever did it had a mask on, you feel me? Now, it was a off-duty Chicago State Police or whatever the fuck he is, working in the currency exchange. He got killed right in front of the currency exchange. And he said that like, man, whoever did it had a mask on. This was the original statement, on the scene statement. Yeah, whoever did it had a mask on, They jumped out, it was a shootout, big shootout, whatever. Chased the car down, fucked them up. Now, bam. Then later on, you know, once they get the coercion and shit, now I didn't mean the mask. He had a hoodie on and all this shit, you feel me? But smoked that bitch out too, cause it was another guy. He say he got sent home from work or some shit. He was in the window. He seen the motherfucker, whoever did it had a mask on. So you know that like, alright, that's kind of going with your first statement. Now you trying to switch it up under the. So I smacked that bitch too. On that.
So you know what was the feeling?
No face, no case.
With the evidence looking shaky, Tay Savage beat both bodies, but ended up copping out to the robbery and carjacking because, as it turns out, the witnesses in that case apparently got targeted. So authorities picked up his baby mother and 3 of his homies to try to tie them into witness tampering. That was after he beat the first body, but he was still fighting the second. so it wouldn't have worked in his favor to now have all this brought up in court as well. So he copped out to the robbery and carjacking and got 20 years, but served 8 years and 9 months on good behavior and getting his GED, so he was released in March 18th, 2022.
Don't beat this, but then some of the guys got locked up for tampering with the witness, because I think like both of them got shot, both of my victims got shot, and they was trying to connect it to me, and so Frank just like, man, go on, cop out, there's too much shit going on. They got locked up and they get to running. It was just a lot of shit, so I just took the look, 20 and 50.
So, you know, after that happened, as far as like the witnesses getting shot, like, will they continue to still go to court, or was that like?
I copped out the next court date. They got shot, one of them got shot or some shit, and next court date I copped out. They locked my baby mama up and 3 of the guys for that. The nigga got shot on like Thanksgiving, and then my baby mama and some of the guys got locked up for circling the crib the next day after that. You feel me? Police mic them. They get the guns, try to connect the guns to the scene, all type of shit. So Frank's like, yeah, man, go and get up out of it, because I still had another murder. I had beat Cess shit, but I still had Neef shit. So he like, man, you know, I don't really want them putting that shit in front of the judge saying like, you know what I'm saying, yo, people, whatever. So I'm like, I just copped out 20 and 50.
While he was in the pen, Tay Savage took to his IG to air out some of the victims in the robbery who ratted him out. There were 2 victims, Devontae Scott and DeMarco Holmes. Devontae Scott, who is Chicago rapper C. Honcho's brother, was the one that Tay took aim at for telling because he claimed to be a street dude.
And the people who identified you was C. Honcho's brother? He was one of the guys?
Yeah. I don't know if they real brothers or not, but he in his videos, he's supposed to have been one of the people that got robbed.
Okay, so he was like a witness type shit.
Nah, he was a victim.
A victim. My bad, a victim.
Yeah, he pointed me out, saying that I poked him.
Is he a rapper?
No, I don't know what he is. I think he got like a job or something. I don't know what he do. But yeah.
I mean, is he a street guy?
He ain't. I don't know. Yeah, he got to be. He in videos. He in street videos.
Yeah.
Got to be.
If it was a regular civilian who put a statement out on you, would you understand it?
The other guy that was with him was a regular civilian. He like a police officer. You know what I'm saying? I get it. He a police officer. You know what I'm saying? I know that this code really only for street dudes, so I ain't really tripping on him. But for the guys that's claiming gangs and all that, and you know what I'm saying? Yeah, he bogus.
Tay was the type to stand on business, and he tagged C. Honcho along with the paperwork showing that his brother told and got him jammed up for 20. Tay also would post up paperwork from the 2 bodies he beat and flex at the 2 victories he added under his belt. Tay did his time and had another chance at life after so many run-ins with the law, and he was determined to channel his life into a rap career. While he was in jail, he would come across a documentary of his life online and decided to turn his criminal image into a positive one through music, and is now one of the rising artists out of the Chi.
So look, when I was locked up, a dude had did like a little street news TV thing. It was something like that. Not street news. It was like a Chirac street legend thing. That's what it is. So he had did that. So when I see that, first, you know, people telling me in jail, so I'm mad. I'm like, what the damn? But it's so crazy. At the time, I was reading the 50 Cent book, The 50th Law. You feel me? So I'm mad. Like, man, this nigga, man, he tweaking, man. He trying to get me. I'm trying to get out. Well, like, what are you doing? You feel me? But then as I'm reading this book, I'm like, man, how could I try to make that into a positive? You feel me? And in that he had said, like, man, I ain't gonna lie, when Tay come on, we probably should rap. So I'm like, man, I'm finna try to flip that. Cause I know if you got a street reputation, you can get on the beat and then say anything. It's the guys talented. I'm talking about super talented. They ain't got no motion. Cause it's like they ain't got the image. But it's guys that's super garbage.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like this, like what? How he do anything, but he'll be taking off. It's crazy. So that's how I try to turn that negative into a positive.
Tay Savage was on IG Live and he was at a party, a house party in fact, and that house ended up getting shot up. He wasn't injured or anything like that, but due to the fact that he was around guns, he ended up basically violating his parole and he's locked up right now. Tay Savage will be home at the end of 2024 so he can continue to push that positive line and push the peace. Alright y'all, and there y'all have it. This is the story of the Chirac Bully, aka Tay Savage, aka John Wick. Alright man, get in the comment section, man. Let me know what y'all think. Drillers and trappers, trappers and drillers. You already know what it is. Don't go nowhere. Just watch that next video. Gang!